If you're wondering whether B2B Explainer videos are worth investing in 2026, the short answer is yes. A well-made explainer video has become one of the most effective ways for B2B SaaS companies to help buyers understand complex products, build trust, and create stronger conversion points across marketing and sales. And a lot of that comes down to how your buyers research software today. I've created over 314 explainer and product launch videos for B2B SaaS and tech companies, and after working on these projects, you start noticing a pattern. Right now, buyers are processing information very differently than they were a few years ago. So in this video, I'm breaking down why explainer videos have become such an important asset for B2B companies in 2026, what the data actually shows, and why companies see massive results from them while others don't. Chapter 1. Buyers prefer understanding products through video. One of the biggest shifts happening in B2B right now is how buyers are consuming information. Google research shows that around 70% of B2B buyers watch videos during their purchasing journey. So for SaaS companies, the ability to explain a product clearly through video has become a significant advantage during the research stage. For many buyers, video has become one of the fastest ways to understand whether a product feels relevant to their workflow, to their team, or their specific problem. And when you look at who the buyers are now, it makes even more sense. Gen Z and millennials make up the majority of B2B buyers today. According to Forrester research, these are buyers who grew up consuming information through YouTube, tutorials, social platforms, and short-form educational content. So watching a product explanation feels natural to them. And for SaaS companies, that matters because software products usually require context before the value becomes obvious. A homepage headline alone usually isn't enough. Buyers want to see how the product works, what problem it solves, and what actually improves after using it. A good explainer video compresses all of that into a format that looks engaging and feels easier to process. And when companies communicate that clearly, they usually become easier to remember earlier in the buying process. Forrester also found that large percentage of B2B buyers already have a preferred vendor in mind before evaluation begins. In many cases, that preferred vendor ends up winning the deal. That means early perception matters a lot more than many companies realize. And that's where explainer video often becomes one of the first moments where buyers begin forming that perception. Chapter 2. The conversion data is hard to ignore. A lot of companies still think of explainer videos as branded content, but when you look at the conversion data, they usually impact much more than awareness. Landing page with video consistently outperform text-only page across multiple industry studies. Some benchmarks shows conversion lifts as high as 86% depending on placement, traffic quality, and other structure. B2B websites using a video also tend to convert at higher average rates compared to sites without video. And there are a lot of SaaS examples that support this. Crazy Egg saw a major lift in conversions after adding an explainer video to their own page. Dropbox early explainer video became one of the fundamental assets behind how the company introduced its product to the market. But the important thing here is understanding why these videos perform well. Complex SaaS products often create cognitive friction for buyers. People understand pieces of the product, but they struggle to connect everything together quickly. Video helps simplify that process. Instead of forcing someone to read through multiple sections of copy, product screenshots, or documentation, the explainer creates a guided understanding of the product experience. That's also why such a high percentage of marketers report that video improves product understanding. And for B2B companies, understanding is one of the biggest bottlenecks in conversion. Chapter 3. Explainer videos work across the entire funnel. One reason explainer videos continue performing well is because they're useful for far beyond the homepage. A single strong explainer often becomes multiple assets across the business. It gets used on landing pages, paid ads, SDR outreach, onboarding, and also sales presentation. That changes the ROI equation significantly because now the value is not tied to one placement. The same core message keeps working across different stages of the buyer journey. Sales team are seeing measurable results from this as well. Vineyard's benchmark report showed that sales rep using video in outreach saw significantly higher reply rates and booked more meetings compared to text-only outreach. That makes sense because video creates context much faster than email copy, especially for products that are difficult to explain in a short paragraph. A large percentage of B2B companies now use video during onboarding because tutorial and educational videos reduce friction for new users and improve customer understanding after sign up. So the impact of explaining your content usually extend well beyond lead generation. Chapter 4, AI in video production. Another reason explaining videos make more sense in 2026 because production workflow have changed dramatically. AI tools have reduced a large amount of production friction across scripting, editing, voiceover, animation support, and iteration speed, which has lowered production costs across the industry. But what's interesting is that strategy still matters just as much as before. The companies seeing the best result with video are usually the ones with strong positioning, a great video script, and a strong buyer persona understanding. With all the AI video tools on the market, buyers, and myself included, are becoming more sensitive to quality as more AI-generated content enters the market. So the opportunity right now is really about combining better production efficiency with stronger communication strategy. Chapter 5, most explainer videos still focus too much on features. One of the most common mistakes in B2B explainer videos is how the script is structured. A lot of teams approach the video like a product walkthrough. They start explaining all their features immediately, like dashboards, workflows, integrations, reporting, and settings. But buyers usually process products to their own situation first. They think about what feels efficient, what takes too long, and what creates frustrations internally, and also where revenues gets delayed. That's why the best explainer videos usually start with a recognizable situation that their buyers are experiencing before introducing the product, where the product becomes easier to understand because the problem already feels familiar. Companies like Monday.com do this very well. Their videos often feel conversational and scenario-based instead of overly corporate or feature-heavy. That structure creates a smoother transition into the actual product explanation, and most of the time, the script matters more than the animation styles itself. Chapter 6, the cost of ignoring video is growing. At this point, video has become standard across multiple competitive B2B markets. Most businesses already use video in some form, and buyers increasingly expect to see some sort of video, especially when researching a software. Without video, many SaaS websites rely heavy on text, static screenshots, and product copy to communicate value. And for complex products, that creates a slower understanding process for buyers. A strong explainer helps buyers understand how a product can make their workflow easier and faster. So, are B2B explainer videos worth it in 2026? For most SaaS and tech companies, absolutely. Buyer behavior has changed significantly over the last few years, and video now plays a major role in how products are researched, evaluated, and remembered today. If you're trying to figure out what type of videos you should create, check out this video here for inspiration.